What is up, guys? Good morning. Well, look at today. It is a stunner. So what does one do on a beautiful Sunday morning? That's right, we hit the road and we go for a ride. But first of all, I gotta get some gas. You guys always see me getting gas. It seems to be a thing, but that's what happens when you have a motorcycle that has a 2.3 litre engine. You gotta put gas in it, eh? Righto guys, I'm off. Where am I going to? Today, I'm heading to Whananaki. That's right guys. Today I'm heading off to a little beach. It's actually a very popular holiday destination beach, and it's known as Whananaki. And of course, like a lot of northern beaches, there's a north and a south. So I'm actually going to Whananaki North. Anyway guys, on my last vid I put it to the outro crew: mountains or beach. And you know, there's a good response there. Some like the beach, some like the mountains. For myself, I love being in the mountains, but man, my heart's at the beach. You know, being a northern boy, born and bred, beaching's where it's at. You know, the sea's part of us, part of our blood. You know, man alive, most people will be doing fishing, diving, swimming, you know. So for me, it's definitely the beach too. But don't get me wrong, I love the mountains. Okay guys, we're coming up to my turn-off. This is the Otamure Whananaki turn-off. And there's the sign, you can see the sign there. Well, this turn-off and this road here is a bloody dodgy turn-off. This road here, this intersection right here has claimed a few lives, so give it a bit of respect. It's looking like it's going to be like damn pea soup, and it's going to be like this for quite a way. Whoa, a little bit of gravel on that corner, folks. This road is not long being sealed. Well, this they've resealed it out here recently. You know, when they just sort of put their rough seal on and they just let the cars sort of, and they don't sweep it very well. You know, it's sort of, I can hear it under me bloody mudguards and stuff, so we've got to be a little bit careful around here. But geez, a nice country road, eh guys? Yeah, look, the girls have been out, they've already been milked. Oh, smells like it too. Man, I ain't been out on this road for a long time. Oh, look at that, for a long time. I don't always come this way when I go to Whananaki, because quite often we're in the car. I'll just take on a back road or something like that, you know. The back roads around here, like a real back road, is a gravel. And it's like, oh man, I'm not riding on the gravel if I don't have to. One of the topics I was wanting to talk about, guys, was, you know, modern motorcycles have modern stuff, like traction control. Actually, traction control's been around for a long time. But, you know, there's traction control, there's, you know, ABS, there's all sorts of stuff, different riding modes, you know. A lot of modern bikes have all these different riding modes and lots of stuff to actually make the ride a bit safer for us. Well, in saying this, with this sort of stuff, my bike doesn't have anything. You know, my traction control is my wrist. And on these sorts of roads out here, especially with them being a little gravelly, a little bit tight, you've got to be on your game, eh? Yeah guys, so you know, my bike, it doesn't have any of these sort of modern things, you know. It doesn't have, you know, my bike doesn't have traction control, it doesn't have ABS. So yeah, you know, like traction control, I think it'd be a great thing to have, especially on a bike like this, where, you know, I have come out of a corner, I have given it a handful, and I have spun that back wheel, you know. So, and I knew it was going to happen though. This is the thing, I knew that was going to happen, so it wasn't such an issue, you know. But because I knew that was going to happen, well, it was cool. Righto guys, just as I was saying, not too windy. Now we've hit the twisties. Yeah guys, like I was saying, you know, my bike doesn't have any of the modern technologies, and it doesn't mean I don't want it. It's just that it doesn't have it. You know, things like changing modes from sport mode to cruise mode to whatever mode, you know. For me, changing modes is my wrist or my foot or my hand, you know, like yeah, I got no ABS, got no traction control, can't change any modes. She's a real full manual motorbike, this thing. And so what that means is you've got that power, your power of your motorbike at your fingertips, at your wrist, at your toes, you know, and you've got to control it. So yeah, we all take it in our stride, but it's something you've got to be a little wary of if you are going to be a newbie type of rider, or someone who's a little bit inexperienced, and you jump on a big old beast like this thing, and you might be used to different modes and different controls and stuff, and this thing doesn't have it. So you could potentially have a bad day. You know, there's been a couple of times, you know, definitely when I've spun the wheel when I didn't really want to, you know. So, you know, it doesn't go without saying that not just anyone, you know, experienced people can have these same sort of things. So yeah, so what's your guys' thoughts, you know, like on the traction control and all this sort of stuff, you know? Like, I grew up in an age of motorbikes, and when we didn't have this stuff, you know, like, you know, I grew up in an age where we didn't have the traction control stuff. So for me, it was just normal. I just rode, you know. We learned the stuff. We learned how to control the motorbike and everything else like that. So, and yeah, you know, like, it would be really nice to be able to slick through modes, you know, come into a place like this and change your modes and stuff like that. Definitely, I'd be into having that on a bike, you know. But me, at the moment, it's all manual. So, man, this is a nice little bit of road, eh? What do you guys reckon? It's like the Otamure North ride, isn't it? But this one's not, you know, Otamure North, they ain't that far away from here. Down the coast, as the crow flies, it's only a couple of bays away. But it's a fair ways for riding, and yeah. Now ABS, there's been a lot of debate about ABS. Do you need ABS? Some guys will say, oh, I can do just as good a job as ABS. You can say whatever you want to say and whatever you want, but this bike doesn't have ABS. Would I like to have ABS? Of course I would have. You know, there are times, don't get me wrong, when ABS ain't that great. Yes guys, there is times when ABS isn't that good, you know. On a motorbike, I know people have dropped their bikes on gravel, you know, because of the ABS. Because the ABS sometimes doesn't work properly as you would think it would work. And yeah, it'll release when it shouldn't release because of the gravel. Yeah, so there is times when ABS doesn't work that well. However, I think the pros, this is my personal opinion, guys, okay? I like the thought of having ABS myself. I can't really get into the pros and cons of it. Yeah, what can I say? Anyway, man, check this ride out, hey? It's been pretty good. You know, yeah, sure, this is some twisty roads, and yeah, I've slowed down to a fairly slow speed on some of these corners because it's been a little while. I haven't been out on this road. I'm sort of getting used to it again, but I'm still clipping along, eh? Anyway, guys, look at these. See, we're back in the mangroves. See that? Mangroves. So that means we aren't that far away from our destination, which is awesome. So anyway, guys, I rabbited on a little bit. and I've probably not made too much sense, but long story short is this bike doesn't have any mod cons. It doesn't have anything. She's full manual, and but you know, I would like to have that sort of stuff. I'm not against it. Look at that. Well guys, Whananaki is just over this hill. Righto guys, so here we are. This is Whananaki North. Let's go up and over the hill, eh? Go see what's around. Yeah man, and another good thing with like where we are right now, you got coastal and we got rural, like full on farmland right here. You know? Yeah man, pretty stunning. Right, this is a big old dock campground right here. DOC being the Department of Conservation. Big campground, and that area is for people who go in there and are camping here. You just rock up and camp, pay the fee, it's cheap, you know. And at this time of the year, there's no one there. Look at it, it's pretty deserted. But me, and that road down there, you know, that's the road to Maurice's Bay. But as you can tell, it's a gravel road, and oh man, I don't know about that. Maurice's might just have to wait. Now this road here, look, I'm coming in. This is the beach access, public access. It's pretty rocky. See what's here. So if you're coming out these ways, you know, you can come on out. You don't have to be at the part of the dock campground. You can be right here. Like I said guys, you gotta watch out. This is sand here. You're on the ride on sand, you could get yourself into a whole world of trouble. Whole world of trouble, whole world of hurt. Ooh, shit, don't slide on there. Well, what do you reckon guys, eh? It's a stunning day out here. A stunning day. Look at the water behind me, it's just so impressive man, look at it. So, this ride here, this doesn't take too long to get out here. Probably took me 35-40 minutes from where I live, maybe even less. You know, cruised on out here, awesome ride. And this is what you're greeted with, you know, this is what you get to see. This is what you get to see when you come out here, and go for a swim and go get seafood, go collect seafood, go for a fish. And it's just over the hill from Whananaki North. Highly recommend you guys come out here. Again, if you come up north here, come out for a ride out here. There's plenty of camping spots. Man, big campground right where I am, right here. There's campgrounds back over the hill. There's a shop out here. You can get all sorts out here. Man, it's well worth it, and I highly recommend it. So. But that's going to wrap it up, eh guys. I'll finish it off here today on this great beach, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Outro crew. Yeah, I'm still on that beach, I'm still here. Hey guys, as I was talking a little bit earlier, And I've been riding these twisty roads a lot, you know. So I'm just wondering what your guys' thoughts were on, you know, the different modes and stuff like that that you get on the modern bikes, sports modes, and all that sort of thing. I touched on it briefly earlier. What do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer to have like a full-on manual type bike, like my bike, and like many bikes around? Long story short, what do you guys prefer? Would you guys prefer to have a full manual type motorbike, like with your traction control and your cruise control and everything's governed by your body, yourself, your rider as the rider, or would you prefer to have the modern versions and have, you know, at a touch of a button where you can change your modes and that sort of thing? Now this is an interesting question, so we'll see how we go. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.